folks, welcome to another Top 10 list. You are probably used to seeing Top 10 board game lists, and that is not what this is going to be. Happy Black Friday. We are now able
to say Merry Christmas?
To say Merry Christmas and to begin celebrating Christmas because Thanksgiving was yesterday. And I am of the opinion that one should celebrate each holiday and give it its own due and not have it be overshadowed by a future upcoming holiday, no matter how much one might enjoy that future upcoming holiday. Doesn't make me a Grinch. Doesn't make me like Christmas any less than any other holiday. No, however, I do like giving Thanksgiving its due. So, with Thanksgiving in our rear view,
now we can get
now
Christmas
we can start talking about Christmas stuff.
You like my Christmas hat?
So she will probably be playing with the top of her Christmas hat often. So my apologies on the beginning. So Jessie is decked out in her...
I got a Christmas shirt on.
Christmas shirt on. I too have a Christmas shirt on. And if you don't recognize the Christmas shirt... Griswold.
Yep.
So there you have it. This is technically a Christmas shirt. Because this is from National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Yes. Like the one Clark W. Griswold wore in the movie. I even let her put some Christmas decorations up.
We have a lot more to put up. But...
It isn't Thanksgiving yet. We're recording this before Thanksgiving. I even wrote my Christmas list in green ink. Did you?
I did not, but I put little sparkles and glitter pen. No, I did not. I did do it at work, so I had a multicolored pen. I think it was.
Okay.
But I love Christmas. I love Christmas.
You already said that.
But I don't think you understand. I really, really love Christmas.
She really, really does love Christmas. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get to our top 10 Christmas movies. And some honorable mentions that we'll mention after our number one. So, let's hit it. All right, my number 10 is a game.
It's a game?
Not a game.
It's a game.
I'm going to do this. I did this on the Dice Tower all the time. We did these little pop culture lists every once in a while.
Say the game.
And I would always say the game. And it became like a drinking game for most of our audience.
Because every time Sam's going to say the game.
Yes.
That's awesome.
So, this movie came out in 1988.
Oh, see, I don't know all my years. I'm just going to let you know them.
Oh, well, I won't know yours.
I
wrote all of mine down.
I didn't do that.
Anyway, that's okay. This one came out in 1988, starring Bill Murray. Scrooged. Scrooged is... Now, A Christmas Carol is probably one of... I don't know. For me, it's like one of the classic Christmas stories.
Yeah.
You know, the story of a change of the heart, a story of hope, a story of rebirth, a story of all of that. That's kind of what boils down Christmas for me. And Scrooged is like a modern retelling of that same story, but with a whole lot of Bill Murray comedy in it.
Yeah.
And that's why it's on my list. I love Bill Murray as an actor, as a comedian. Over the years, he's just been one of my favorites. And this was one of my favorite Christmas movies that he was in.
It's a great Christmas movie.
So that's my number 10, Scrooged, with Bill Murray.
I love that movie. I've got to say, this list was harder than the top 50 board games. Because me coming up with my top 10 Christmas movies was... I'm like, but I can't not love this one.
I can't narrow it down.
It's hard not love this one. It was super, super hard for me.
Understood.
So my number 10 is a movie that we watch every year, and it involves a child getting left behind.
Home Alone.
Home Alone is number 10.
Which one?
The first one, Macaulay Culkin, the original.
I know that. Macaulay Culkin was in more than just one. He was in the second one, too.
Okay,
Home Alone 2,
I didn't watch the 2 or the 3 or the 4 or whatever.
You haven't seen Lost in New York?
I'm pretty sure I did. But nothing is better than the original.
objectifiably better.
No,
Number
it can't
2
be.
is better
Because
than
it
the
was
first.
the whole concept of leaving your kid behind for the first time. Like this was
No, and they just kind of in number 2 they just kind of kept spinning that.
right.
How could you leave
How
your kid?
could you leave your kids?
And this time they go to Florida or something like that, and like he actually makes it into the airport and he actually makes it to the gate, but he's like veers off and follows some guy that looks like his dad and actually gets onto a different plane, which is like unheard of.
Right. This is before security.
Now,
yeah,
back then, you could actually get out of the car and run straight to your gate.
We talked about this when we watched a lot of these older movies.
Yeah.
There's the scene in almost all these older movies where somebody's running through the airport to catch their flight.
Yeah.
And they're, running up to the gate at the last minute. And we're just about to close the dock. Like, you're running up to the gate. I was like, yeah, that doesn't happen anymore.
Well, I mean, I guess it does, but you have to be, like, super running late. Because
even then, you'd still have to get through security and get through the...
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You got held up and you were late
Right.
at multiple points. You didn't just get out of the taxi and run
Right,
to the
you
gate.
get out of the taxi and run to the gate.
Yeah.
My kids have never known that world.
Yep, neither have I.
Yeah.
My aunt and I used to go to the airport and just watch people.
Yeah.
We would go into where they were getting on and off the planes.
Yeah.
No security, no nothing.
No,
We'd just sit there and watch
Yep,
people.
totally.
We would play a game called What Do I Do for a Living?
Nice.
And we would watch people and we would tell kind of like,
Right.
this guy's a banker on vacation. That kind of stuff.
That's awesome.
So anyway, all right. So my number 10 was Scrooged. Your number 10 was
Home
Home
Alone.
Alone 1, the first one.
Yes.
I think Home Alone 2 is better.
Really?
Yes, absolutely.
I think you're not going to like my list.
No, well,
we haven't even made it to more than 10.
I know,
and I'm
but... All right. Number 9. This one, I don't know that
Number
you've
9.
seen this one.
Oh, I like this
Number
idea.
9, I don't know that you've seen this one either because I don't think you like Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry's A Medea Christmas.
I haven't seen it.
This is so funny. As I was making the list, I was like, oh yeah, I got to put that in. And then I watched the trailer and I was laughing out loud in the house alone while I was watching the trailer to the movie. It's so funny. But it
All right,
has...
now on his list, there's 2 movies I have to watch already.
And it has this thing where it's 2 cultures coming together, clashing, but working everything out because it's Christmas. And there's that hope, there's that rebirth, there's that rejuvenation that happens, but it's super funny, probably pretty crass in some scenes, because Medea is just like, she tells you exactly what it is, and that's that. But it's one of my favorite. Medea is one of my favorite characters outright. It doesn't have to be Christmas or anything like that. Just makes me laugh. And so Tyler Perry's A Medea Christmas came out in 2013. Love it. Also has Larry the Cable Guy in it as the opposite of Medea, and they go at each other often. It's so funny.
Okay, I guess
So
I gotta
funny.
watch that. Sounds
Love
great.
that movie. It's a great Christmas movie. So that's my number 9.
Okay,
Medea
my
Christmas.
number 9 is not. Although, I think you've seen this one. This is a cartoon,
Uh-huh.
but it's a more modern cartoon. I think it actually came out in 2019, but don't.
I have no cartoons on my list.
Oh, you are a sad, sad man.
No, I'm not.
It's about the mail delivery service. It's Klaus.
Klaus.
Klaus. Klaus.
This was
I love this one.
This was the only
Oh, did it make it?
cartoon. It's on my honorable mentions.
Okay.
It
It's
didn't
a
make my
great
list.
movie. The whole
It is.
postal service and delivering the mail and the hope. And
Mr. Klaus.
Mr. Klaus.
Mr. Klaus is so cool. If you write him a letter, he'll make you a toy. He brings it to you for free. Yes. And the mailman's like, what about me? I'm the one that brings it to you.
It's a fun movie. It's a really cute story.
it also has the
And he's
reason.
making the wood toys
Yeah.
and a lot of the traditional Santa things that I love. The wood toys,
Mhm.
the handmade, the delivering.
Mhm.
The delivery scene in that movie, getting these presents to some of these kids with the
Yeah.
reindeer and the sleigh and then the explosions.
When
And like,
Klaus laughs, he goes ho ho ho,
he
and the mail
does, he
delivery
does.
guy's like, "Wait a minute, you actually laugh like that?"
Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny.
It's a funny movie.
Yeah, that's a good
So
one.
that's my number 9.
Yeah, that's a good one. Good one. Good call. All right, my number 8. My number 8 is from 1994.
Oh my ears.
1994. It has Tim the Toolman Taylor in it.
Mm.
That's not his real name, I know, but that's what most people know him as. But that is I can't remember his real name right now. Tim Allen. Thank you very much. Yeah, Tim Allen. The Santa Claus. The Santa Claus, not the Santa Clauses. There was like multiple movies that kind of had the same name. Talking about The Santa Claus with Tim Allen.
With an E.
With an E. Clause. And I just love the idea of a guy that is not really even into Christmas being made to become Santa Claus because he mistakenly killed the last Santa Claus. And now he has to finish the job that he interrupted. Loved that idea. So, and then Tim Allen's humor is amazing to me. So it was just all of the good stuff that I want to see in a Christmas movie. So that's my number 8, The Santa Claus.
It's a good movie. That's a good movie. It's way down your list, so.
Way down, so it's going to be higher on your list. Hashtag
Probably.
spoilers.
Hashtag, yeah, that's going to happen. My number 8 is also a cartoon. Stop! There's really good Christmas movies that are cartoons.
It's not really movie. It's not really a movie. It's a cartoon.
It's a full-length animated feature film.
You used a lot of big words. You going to be okay?
No, that took all my brain power. Look, I'm going to have to readjust. Okay. It is a cartoon.
Okay.
But it has the most epic scene with light-up slippers ever in any movie.
Light-up slippers?
Light-up slippers.
I don't think I know this one.
You don't know Arthur Christmas?
Oh, I hate this movie.
You do not. Do you really?
I don't like this movie.
Why?
I just don't like
so
the
funny.
character of Arthur. He's too cringy.
He's so excited about Christmas.
Yeah, but then he's like super like bumbly, super just awkward in every possible way, and I'm like,
it's like me 1,000 times.
It's like you 1,000 times, yes, but it's not like you. It's like you to the power of 1,000.
Yes.
And there's nobody in existence that's like that. That's my thing.
I don't know. I like this movie. And the slippers. Come on, the slippers scene. Do we remember that scene?
No.
He lights them up, and they land in like Colorado, and they think he's one of the aliens because they're the light up singing slippers, and they start singing, and they think he's an alien. Oh my gosh. Okay. Also in this movie, the elves are awesome. The elves are awesome.
They're like
Santa's coming down in 3.8 seconds.
Military elves.
Yes.
Okay, that's the one part that I thought was funny.
They're super military elves. They got like tactical helicopters and dropping presents in 4 seconds. Like it's this whole. I loved the elves. Yeah. I loved the elves.
That part I do like.
And then there's another scene where they're delivering the packages at the end, and one of the elves is like, "I can wrap any present with 3 pieces of tape," and they're riding a bicycle, and she's like, 1. 2, 3. It makes me laugh every time. I love that movie. I'm getting all excited to watch these movies, and Sam's like barely breathing over here. Sorry, honey.
Help me. All right, my number 7.
Oh.
My number 7 came out last year. It's got David Harbour in it. He's one of my favorite characters from Stranger Things. This is really I have a hard time calling this a Christmas movie.
It is so a Christmas movie.
But it is, absolutely. But it is so much an action movie on top of it. On top of that, the disclaimer has to be, this is not for your children.
Well, this is not a kid's movie.
This is
I know exactly what it is because it's my number 7.
Yes. It's your number 7 too.
It's my number 7, Violent Night.
Really? Okay. Interesting.
My number 7, Violent Night.
We put them both at the same number 7.
That is crazy.
Really
that is crazy.
Violent Night, we saw this on a whim. Because we were like,
let's go see a Christmas movie in theaters with our family.
We went to go see it in the movies with our family. And
our kids are bigger.
Our kids are bigger.
Our kids are bigger.
I don't think they heard anything in that movie that they wouldn't hear every day at school.
Nope.
Anyway.
Nope.
So,
okay, that being said, it cusses all the time.
Yes.
And the funny thing is about this movie, I shouldn't like it.
She usually doesn't.
I don't like this kind of movie. But Violent Night, I love it. It makes me laugh. It's the greatest Christmas story ever. You got this great Santa who's like, oh, I gotta help one more.
Yeah, he's like a burnout. He's like a burnout Santa.
Oh, he's like burned out at the
Santa. He's been Santa for thousands of years, and he's done. He just doesn't want to do it. And the whole turning of his heart, common theme in most of my Christmas movies. Because one girl
one girl believes. Yeah. Love it. Okay, that being said, there is blood everywhere in this movie.
There is some seriously bloody scenes.
And I should not laugh. I should not laugh. There is something so wrong about it.
Irony.
But they also make fun of Home Alone. They make fun of all these other Christmas movies. Yeah. Like, they literally make fun of them.
Yes.
And you have to go into this movie. Yes. You have to go into this movie going, okay, this is not intended to make you.
No, this is not
This is intended to make you laugh at the stupidity of the horror movies, of the gory movies.
Yep.
I laughed so hard. I thought I was going to break a rib.
It showcases like the nastiness of materialism, and all of that kind of stuff, and just really kind of chips all of that away.
Oh, it's amazing.
It's a really cool.
And
it's got a really cool moral.
Yes,
but at the same time, you have to really kind of peel back a lot of graphic stuff to really get there. But
it has a lot of the things I love about Christmas, like the stories. You know, you got the chimney, you got the magic bag, you got this great Santa. Oh, come on. Yes! Laying a finger aside of his nose.
Yep.
I can recite the whole poem.
It's there, but oh, man.
Oh, it's graphic. It is cussy. It is. Don't let your kids watch this.
Yeah, no.
That being said,
it
is my number 7, and it makes me laugh so much. So much so that a couple of weeks ago, almost a month ago, I was having a really rough day, and I came home, and I said I want to watch a Christmas movie. And Sam let me, and we chose Violent Night.
All right.
It was my number 7. That's is really funny.
That's my number 7 as well. All right. Moving on.
Stop.
All right. My number 6 is a movie that was made in 1996.
Oh, okay.
It has kind of made me sad when I was going back to it. Because, man, some of these movies are old.
Yes.
Not as old as probably some of the ones that are on your list, but still pretty old. But this has got everyone's favorite Austrian, former governor of California,
Oh, I love
Arnold
this movie.
Schwarzenegger, and this is called Jingle All the Way. And it has some really cool... Now, he's the star, but it's got some really cool acting co-stars from Sinbad, James Belushi, the kid, Jake... Can't remember the Jake. He played Anakin in episode 1. He does a really good job of
this little kid.
Yeah, his little kid. There's just so many. One of the slime ballest characters ever. The neighbor.
Yes.
I can't remember his name. And
he was a comedian on SNL.
Yeah, he was. I can't remember his name. It doesn't matter. But this is just a great, epic Christmas movie.
So slimy, though.
The reason I like this one is because it encapsulates how it feels sometimes to be a dad slash parent at Christmas.
Right. We got to get this thing.
You got to
we
get
gotta
this
get
thing.
this.
Yes.
They need this thing. It's this new thing.
And they don't need it, but you want to get it for them because they want it so bad.
Right, because they want it so bad.
Yeah.
So I love this movie. It makes me laugh.
The other part of it is he jumps through so many hoops to try to finally get that thing that his kid wants, and he does everything he possibly can to try to get it. And it's just what parents do for their kids. That's the cool thing that I like about this. But it has all of the other stuff that even when it seems hopeless, you still have that hope. And Sinbad is so funny in this movie. So funny in this movie.
This is a hard one because I love this movie too. Yeah. I love this movie. It's funny. Jingle all the way. Super funny. Great one.
All right, what's your number 6?
Oh, it's another Tim Allen movie.
Oh, I know what it is. Christmas with the Cranks.
Christmas with the Cranks, which is based on the book by John Grisham called Skipping Christmas, which is an amazing book. I started with the book. I read the book first.
I don't think she did.
I have it.
I'm lying. I know she did.
I was like, I actually had it. Great book, and I loved the book. And then I saw the movie, and I was like, this is great. Yeah. This is great. Who's the lady? Is it Jamie Lee Curtis? No, who is it?
So. I don't know who the lady is. I don't know the cast. I know Tim Allen's in it. But
Tim Allen is in it. It's about a family whose daughter goes away, and they decide to skip Christmas. And
it sounds like a plan.
That's a great plan. So they're going to go on a cruise. They're not going to do Christmas at all.
So they don't even dress up the house or anything.
They're not going to do the house. They're not going to buy the presents. They're not going to donate. They're not going to do any of the stuff they want to do that they normally do. They're going on vacation.
I'm on board.
I know. And then the daughter calls and says, hey, I'm showing up tomorrow for Christmas. And mom goes, we're all in. Let's go Christmas. Anyway, it's a funny, funny movie. There's also a scene in there where she's like getting prepped for the cruise. And this is like a, I don't know, 80s-ish, 90s-ish movie. So she's in the tanning beds. And she's trying to get tan for the cruise. And then she bumps her head and cuts her knee. And like everything's falling and her daughter's calling. And she walks out and there's her pastor walking by in the mall. And she's in a little skimpy bikini. And it's got the goggle burn. Oh my gosh, I laughed so hard at that scene. Okay, Christmas with the Cranks. If you haven't seen it, do it. It's funny.
Number 5. My number 5 was made in 2003. And it has Will Ferrell in it.
Yeah.
Now, there were multiple Will Ferrell movies that were possibilities for my list.
Okay. So which one is this?
This is Elf.
You can't not love Elf.
Yeah, you can't. This is like the...
I can't
say it's quintessential. I can't say it's quintessential, but I think it is very close to it because it does take a very kind of goofy, comedic slant on the whole thing. It's not really traditional. It's almost anti-traditional in that he's like super...
I disagree because it's about the power of believing in Santa.
I get that.
Like,
but
he's the ending scene where they're singing and the Santa's like, come on.
He can't, I don't know. It just doesn't seem like a traditional
Santa,
Christmas
I know
movie
him.
to me. But that's one of the reasons why I like it.
I love it.
It's so funny.
It is so funny.
But it has all of the backdroppings and all of the things that Christmas is about. And he's trying to be reunited with his dad. And
James Caan.
Yeah. Great actor.
One of the most amazing actors ever. And he's playing this.
Peter Dinklage.
Peter Dinklage.
He's an angry elf. Call me an elf one more time. Yeah, that scene is just amazing.
You can't not love that.
And him eating
spaghetti with
Christmas
the
spaghetti.
syrup and the candy cane. Oh, come on.
Oh.
Tell me you didn't try it after that movie.
I didn't.
You didn't?
No!
Oh, we were having Christmas spaghetti then.
Why would anyone ever do that?
Christmas spaghetti.
No, that's not a thing.
It is so a thing. We're doing that.
Nope, we're not.
Okay, that was your number 5.
My number 5, that's correct.
My number 5 is older, I think, than your number 5 for sure. And it is Turnaround. It is Christmas Vacation, number 5.
The Griswolds.
The
National
Griswold,
Lampoon's A Christmas Vacation.
Mm-hmm. I love this movie.
Yes.
I love this movie. There are so many iconic scenes in this movie that you can't even separate them.
No.
There's this scene. Oh, wait. Then there's the icicle scene. Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Then there's the Christmas tree scene.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Then there's the squirrel. My kids still, when I used to buy a live tree, whenever I would bring it in, they would check for squirrels just from that movie.
Oh, my goodness. Come on. Why?
Is that scene in the movie where he jumps? My kids, when I used to get a live tree, I'm laughing so hard my cheeks hurt. They used to check for the squirrel to make sure he wouldn't.
Jeez Louise. Okay.
I really love Christmas, so
there's a definite disconnection from reality that we need to address in our family.
they were littler. They were littler.
Okay, they were littler. That's better.
They're not doing it now, but we don't even have a live tree now, so I probably should admit that. I live in the Wenatchee Valley, and we don't have a live tree, and I'm pretty sure my pastor is going to disown us and kick us out.
Yeah, Pastor, forgive us. We're sorry.
Sorry. We have a fake tree.
But so
it's
does
a Costco fake tree.
So does our church. So many of them.
Oh, he got so
all
mad.
over.
I know. He was so frustrated last year. He was like, why do we have plastic trees?
Everywhere. All right. Cool. Moving on. All right. My number 4 is from the year 2000. 2000. It's now 23 years old.
That's crazy town.
23 years old. 2000. It is based on literature. It's called How the Grinch Stole Christmas. But this is the Jim Carrey version.
Hands down.
The best
Hands
Grinch
down.
movie that's out there. All of you purists out there that say that the original cartoon version of the Grinch is the best, you're wrong. Objectively, you're just wrong, because Jim Carrey is his portrayal of the Grinch.
It is the best.
Absolute
when
best.
I hear the word the Grinch, I see Jim Carrey's face.
Grinch.
Yeah.
Yes.
You and Catherine used to quote this movie all the time.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
We do it all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love this movie.
The Grinch. Yes. Love this.
I love this movie. Everything about it. I love this movie. I love this movie.
Hate. Double hate. Loathe entirely. Yes. I used to have my ringtone on my phone.
Hate.
No, not my ringtone. My answering mission. My call message was.
Hate.
If you utter so much as one syllable, I'll hunt you down and gut you like a fish. And I actually had some teachers that I worked with say, you might want to change that. Because I had parents calling me.
Oh, that's funny. You're like, it's
so
from
I had
a movie.
to change it.
I love that movie so much.
That is my number 4, How the Grinch Stole Christmas, the Jim Carrey, made in 2000.
Absolutely, hands down.
By the way, the new Grinch cartoon, hated it.
I didn't love it either.
Anyway, that's my number 4.
But you have the book, though, right?
No.
That's okay. I have 3 copies.
I know.
My number 4 is the best movie ever with a pink bunny suit. I mean, you cannot.
A Christmas Story.
A Christmas Story.
Yeah.
Also
that's a good one.
Book. I can't put my arms down. I quote that one all the time.
Yes.
I quote
I gotta go, babe. Just hold it till you get to get to school.
I can't put my arms down.
Yeah. I can't get up.
The scene, I mean, there's so many scenes in that movie. Once again, I feel like mine are just snippets of scenes and scenes.
Have you ever put your tongue on a metal pole?
I lived in Eastern Washington.
So the answer is yes.
Yeah. Have you?
No.
No.
I knew it would
You're gonna
freeze.
get stick. You just if you touch it for a second, it doesn't stick though. But if you hold it for too long, it will.
Yeah, but you have to hold it.
For like at least a few seconds. If you just go,
double dog dare you. Oh yeah? Well, I triple dog dare you.
And it sticks.
It does.
Super sticks. I lived in Alaska also. Stuck.
It's amazing.
It's a great movie.
Yeah, it is.
Is it up higher on your list?
Movie.
I'm sure it is.
Great movie. All right.
We got the top
number three.
And I'm like getting excited.
My number 3 was made in 1983. 1983. That was 40 years ago. 1980. Is that right? Yeah. 40 years ago.
Yeah.
At this point, Ralphie's all grown up.
Yep.
And that's what my number 3 is. Yep. A Christmas Story.
See, we were almost on.
They've made another one.
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet.
Well, I haven't either. And the reason I've heard from, like, my daughter, because we used to watch A Christmas Story every Christmas. Without fail. Yep. And we still do. Without fail, we watch it every Christmas season. We used to put it on because TBS back in the day used to have this on continual. Mm-hmm. It would just play over and over and over again throughout the day. And so we would put the TV on TBS, and that's what was going on in the background all day long. But my daughter, when the second movie, it's called A Christmas Story Christmas, came out. It's supposed to be Ralphie's all grown up now, and he goes back home, and it's just not good. She said it was not good. It wasn't very good at all. So I haven't watched it, but I'll probably watch it at some point. But Christmas Story 1, the first one is The Bomb Diggity.
It's so good. It's so great.
So many cool
iconic scenes in there. I mean, so many. One of my favorite is the Chinese restaurant. I mean, I can't quit laughing at that scene.
Yeah, that's funny.
It's
smiling at me. Oh. And the wife yells, that's great.
I read somewhere that they served the duck to them, and she said, "Oh, it's smiling at me," but she didn't know that they were gonna cut the head off. That was her real reaction to going, "Oh my gosh!" You know.
Yeah.
So that makes
that's cool. All right, what's your number 3?
It's one you've already had.
No, wait. Is it number 3? Yeah.
Your number 3. My number 3.
One that you've already had?
You've already had.
I've already had. That's what I was repeating what you said. Elf. It's got to be Elf.
Nope.
No, that's probably your number 1. Number 3. Jingle All the Way.
The Santa Claus.
Oh, the Santa Claus. Okay.
The Santa Claus. Oh, yeah.
You're making sure something's not missing, aren't you?
Yeah. No, I didn't miss any.
Okay.
I have a whole list of things that I didn't get to.
Yeah, I know.
Look, there's like pages. Not that one.
So,
over here.
Yeah, the Santa Claus. It's a great movie.
Santa Claus. Tim Allen. I watch it every Christmas Eve. I have an order in which my Christmas movies have to be watched.
She used to put them on the calendar, day by day. And some of those days had 2 of them on there.
The Santa Claus is on the 24th, hands down.
Why? Why on the 24th?
Because it's about it's about Santa coming to the houses, and the real Santa and delivering the presents.
Would you watch it late at night?
No, before bed.
Well, then why wait till the 24th? Because it's not happening.
No, because it happens on the 24th. You got to watch it on the 24th. So that one is definitely one of the top because it has to be on the 24th.
Again, you see what I have to live with.
Look.
Yeah. And it's a choice. I don't have to, but it is a choice. But I would watch that. I would watch that. It didn't have to be on the 24th.
Has to be on the 24th,
okay,
for sure.
It has to be on the 24th. Well, we'll see if that happens.
That's going to happen.
My number 2. I don't know that you've seen this one.
Oh, dear Pete. No way.
I don't know that you've seen this one. This also has Will Ferrell in it.
Okay.
It also has John Lithgow. Mm-hmm. It also has Mel Gibson. And it also has Marky Mark. I forgot his last name.
Wahlberg.
Also has Mark Wahlberg in it.
KOTB.
This is called Daddy's Home 2.
Oh.
Daddy's Home 2. And this
I haven't seen it, actually.
Daddy's Home 2 is super more funny and super better than the first Daddy's Home. Daddy's Home was just with Will Ferrell and Mark Wahlberg. But with
Daddy's Home 2,
they bring in Mark Wahlberg's dad, which is played by Mel Gibson, and Will Ferrell's dad, which is played by John Lithgow.
Nice.
And they also have John Cena in it as well, who plays one of Mark Wahlberg's stepdaughter's dad.
Okay.
And he comes into the picture as well. It is so.
What makes it a Christmas movie?
Funny.
Is it have the whole?
No,
it has all the Christmassy stuff.
It's complete. They are taking a Christmas trip together. They're kind of combining their families because the dads are coming in, the grandpas are coming in, and it's John Lithgow's grandpa.
I
is
haven't
like
seen this movie.
I'm
watching it right. Let's go watch it right now.
Mel Gibson's the trailer has John Lithgow telling one of my favorite jokes. Why does a duck have feathers? to hide his butt quack. And he goes, ah. Then Mel Gibson is like, he just starts telling this what's going to be a really crash joke, and they're all like, no. But it's like the two opposite ends of the spectrum grandpas.
That's funny.
It is so funny, but it takes place during Christmas. There's a lot of Christmas stories that are. A snowstorm happens and they all get stuck in this movie theater.
We're watching this.
How many people go to movie theaters, go to watch movies on Christmas? That used to be something that I used to do. We would spend time opening Christmas presents in the morning, and then we'd eat Christmas lunch or dinner or whatever.
And then go see a movie.
And then we go see a movie. And so it also has that connection in it to it as well. They do that. They go see a movie, and then the snowstorm happens, and it knocks out the power, and everybody's just kind of sitting there. And then they have this real Christmas, almost like a karaoke type thing happening in there. So it's.
I've never seen it, and now I'm gonna see it.
Yeah,
we're watching it tonight.
Pretty funny.
Let's watch it tonight.
I don't know about tonight.
Tonight.
Well, wait. This is technically they're watching this on Friday, so maybe.
See.
Maybe. That's my number 2. Daddy's Home 2.
That's amazing. I've never seen it. I can't believe you have one in the top 10 that I've never seen. Top 5. Yeah. My number 2 you've already had. But this one has to be watched on the 25th, not on the 24th.
See, all these restrictions. Why?
It's the Grinch. The Jim Carrey The Grinch.
Okay.
I can't not watch it on Christmas.
Yeah. David used to be scared of The Grinch.
Did he really?
This movie made my second oldest scared of The Grinch. Yeah, the Grinch terrified him. So, it's pretty funny. If you can hear that, that's our dog grumbling that he's in the kennel, but he'll be getting out in just a few minutes. But yeah, this traumatized David somehow.
That's hysterical.
It's funny though. He'll watch it now, of course, but back when he was little, he did not want to watch The Grinch.
That's so funny.
But yeah, Jim Carrey does such a good job. It's
so good.
Physicality, his voices, his facial expressions, even.
He's always been a rubber face actor.
Yeah.
He can do these things that nobody else can do.
Yeah.
But as the role in The Grinch, it's so good.
Yeah. But what will I wear? Love that movie.
I love that movie.
Love it.
That one's one we watch on Christmas Day. For sure.
Number 1.
I want to hear it.
Has already been
on. All right.
It's already been on your list. National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Yep.
Chevy Chase.
It's iconic.
Randy Quaid.
Iconic.
You just can't. Beverly D'Angelo, I think.
Yeah.
It's just all family coming.
It's so much
and
family
all of their
and
eccentricities.
Oh my gosh.
And how all of that just clashes, and how you just get through it anyway, and you just put on a smile. And you might start up smoking again,
or you might catch your Christmas tree on fire,
or the cat,
You might burn up the cat under the chair.
And then your scary brother-in-law comes in, and
the dried turkey scene.
And she's like, and they're all eating it like chips, and take a drink of water. And
then Randy Quaid eating the Jello with the cat food in it, like it's going out of style.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! There's so many scenes.
Can you give me
in
another
this movie.
slice of that turkey, Clark? It is good.
Races are good. Oh my gosh!
I've watched that movie so many times.
I can't even. That movie I watched so many times. I love this movie. I love that movie. It makes me laugh unbelievably. Speaking of movies that freaked it out, the cat going under the sofa and eating the cords and then catching on fire.
Yes.
Traumatized Daphne.
Really?
Oh, she did not like that. She would get so worried. We had our Sammy cat then. And she would get so worried. She was like, don't let him near the cords. Don't let him near the cords.
It's Hollywood. It's Hollywood. Oh, man. I love that.
I love that movie
so much.
There's so many movies on our list that I'm like, okay, let's go. Let's watch them right now.
Let's watch them. All right, what's your number one?
That's your number one. My number one you've already mentioned. Elf. Hands down.
Yep.
Has to be watched on Christmas, though.
On Christmas?
On Christmas.
Really?
Because they kind of, in my list, they kind of go up in the hierarchy almost. Like, it has to be watched. Has to be watched. Has to be watched. I love Elf. I love that movie.
Yeah.
Cool. But I am going to make you Christmas spaghetti. Now that's going to happen.
I can't eat spaghetti.
I'll give you a small portion.
It's too many carbs. No,
with
even
the
a small
syrup over the top.
Oh, that doesn't even sound good. No,
Christmas spaghetti. I think I'm going to serve it to the preschoolers before
all right.
I'll leave.
All right. So, honorable mentions. I had 5 honorable mentions. I already mentioned one because it was on your
25.
list. One that was on your list, Klaus.
Klaus, great movie.
Yeah, it's a great. I like the Scandinavian
the Nordic
folklore
yep.
version of it.
Yeah, I love that.
That's what I liked about it. It had that historical flair to it.
Yep.
It wasn't just a Christmas story.
No, it was super nice.
It was really cool. So
and on that movie, if you want to get a little bit more Scandinavian, the costumes were historical.
Yeah.
For the tribes.
And it's all hand drawn.
And it was all hand drawn.
It wasn't computer animation or anything
so
like
good.
That. Yeah.
The costumes were traditional. The story was traditional, like the landscape, the reindeer tribes.
Yep.
It was so cool. It was so cool. And the little girl with that bright colored dress and all the little kids, and she comes in wearing her tribal gear. Oh my gosh, I love it.
Another one on honorable mentions was the just came out last year called the Guardians of the Galaxy's Christmas Special.
Nice.
I loved that.
Oh, I loved that. Yes.
Cameo of Kevin Bacon in it.
That was so funny.
I loved how he did that. And I love how he agreed to do that.
Yes.
And
make fun of himself.
Yeah.
I love it.
Just to make fun of himself. Yeah. I love it. Home Alone 2, I already mentioned.
Okay, gotta
because
watch that.
I think it's better than the first one.
I gotta watch that, and I gotta watch Daddy's Home too.
And then the other 2 that you probably don't expect to be on anywhere near my lists are actually 2 musicals.
I'm listening.
Spirited. That is with Will Ferrell again. So with that one, there
3.
is 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, 3.
3 Will Ferrell's movies on my list. So Spirited was with Will Ferrell and Ryan, the guy that plays Deadpool,
Reynolds.
Yes, Ryan Reynolds. Great movie. And they both do a phenomenal job singing.
We saw this
all
one
of their
together,
stuff.
didn't we?
Yes, we
yeah,
did.
it was so good. It was
We
so
did.
good.
It was so very good.
I forgot about that one. That one was so
but
good.
that one's on the list. And then finally, my last honorable mention. I don't know that you've seen this one. Jingle Jangle, A Christmas Journey.
Yes, it was on Disney.
Yeah, with Forrest Whitaker.
Yeah.
And
I don't remember the little girl's name.
I don't either.
But it was very good music.
Very good musical.
Yeah.
Very good story. Very
well done. It reminded me a lot of The Greatest Showman.
Yes.
The lights were kind of similar. The brightness, the storyline was kind of similar. Yeah, I liked it.
So those are all of my
and they are
honorable
musicals.
mentions.
I do love that.
They are all good. What about you?
My honorable mention is a lot, but I'm not going to go over all of them.
Just mention them because people may want to.
I think that are amazing that people should watch. Yeah. That might not. Everyone knows White Christmas. Watch that. Everyone knows It's a Wonderful Life. Everyone knows Miracle on 34th Street. Got all that.
Yeah.
But there's an older movie from the 1943, I think we said. It's called Miracle at Morgan's Creek. You probably can't find it anywhere except maybe your library. It's a comedy. It's about going to war. And it has a lot of modern tie-ins about morality and dating and all these great tie-ins. But it's a comedy, and it's called Miracle at Morgan's Creek. You'll never be able to find it.
It is on, I think, the top. I think it's on the IMDb on the top
50 or 100 or something.
100,
it's a great movie. It's a great movie. It's super funny. It is black and white. It's there's a lot of slapstick comedy in it. There's this scene where they're trying to.
What's that guy's name? Danny. He did a lot of stuff with.
No, that's not him.
Bing Crosby. It's not.
No, it's not him.
I thought it was.
No, it's somebody else.
I was just looking at the picture today. I thought it was.
I swear it's somebody else.
Okay, it might be.
But he's trying to pretend his name is something else so he can sign the army documents. And he can't remember what he's supposed to say. So he's in front of the...
So he's too young? He's too young and he's trying to join the Air Force?
No, he's trying to...
Well, don't give away any spoilers.
Just watch this movie.
It's almost 100
It's 100 years old. Literally 100 years old. Well, almost...
No, it's not literally.
80
years old.
80 years old. He's trying to be honorable, to give his name to the girl who got married when she got intoxicated at the party and doesn't remember who she got married to. But she says, I think his name is Klinkendagger or something. And he's trying to bluff it. And he's shaking and he's like, my name is Glockendocker. He's just, oh my gosh. Okay. It's a movie you'll never ever be able to find, but if you do, watch it. Miracle at Morgan's Creek. Shut up. Another one that is random that I think you should watch is called Mixed Nuts. You can't have my list.
Give it. It's your honorable mentions. Hurry up. Go ahead.
Mixed Nuts. Steve Martin, Adam Sandler, Madeline Kahn.
Adam Sandler?
Adam Sandler.
And Madeline Kahn.
And Steve Martin. You've never seen this one?
Nope.
Oh, we're watching that. Mixed Nuts. It's really funny. My other favorites, literally favorites, are Shrek the Halls. I love that one. If you like Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday, I can like Shrek the Halls.
I get you. No, you can. It's just, I don't know. They were milking Shrek for all he was worth.
Oh my gosh, but that holiday special is so good. And the other holiday special, which I love, is the Phineas and Ferb Christmas Vacation. Do you want to tell them what I texted you the other day?
Yeah, I was in Calgary over the weekend. So she's at home alone.
By myself.
No pun intended. And she's like, I don't know what to do, but I just found out there's a new Phineas and Ferb season that's out, so I know what I'm going to do for the rest of the day. And so she just parks herself on the couch and watches Phineas and Ferb, and then she follows up with that, I am 5. So, okay. If I can like Guardians, you can like Phineas.
Dante came and joined me.
Oh, they did? Okay. Well, I guess that makes it better.
I love that one.
Well, that is our top 10 plus a few more honorable mentions Christmas movies that maybe you can dig your teeth into this Christmas season. Merry Christmas. and we hope that you have a great holiday season. If you agree with us, let us know. If you don't agree with us, let us know. If we're missing a movie that you think that we need to see this Christmas season, if we didn't mention it, let us know in the comments, and we'll let you know if we have not seen it. I would imagine she has. I may not have.
I don't know. You had 2 on your list I hadn't seen.
Right, that's true.
So
that's true. You never know. It could be that way. But thanks for joining us. We appreciate your time because we know it takes time to be here. So we'll see you guys and gals on the flip side.
bye. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Take care.